Okay. All right. That's where we left off. If I remember correctly, I had woken up from a bit of a nap. I was a little bit exhausted, and I reconvened with the rest of the team. And, well, we were apparently on a bit of an investigation as far as necromancy goes, but, we didn't really quite get anywhere when it comes to locating who actually was doing it, but we did come across some of the zombies after being pointed in the right direction by the Countess. Her name evades me for the meantime, but even then, regardless, she seemed to be rather put down by what was happening. It was a little bit sad, but, well, fortunately, we rose her spirits up with a little bit of a song and performance. Marcus and Einar, well, sort of Einar, but not really, danced while I went ahead and played my flute. I did all right. I would say so myself. Other than that, I believe, yeah, we went out to go and find we went out to go ahead and find whatever traces we could find of the necromancer, the zombies that are walking around in town, and we managed to find some. One really big one that really caused us a bit of trouble. Um, and most interestingly enough, though, it seems as though while those were uh, while those seem to have been recent, for lack of a better term, some of the corpses getting eaten. I believe they were ghouls, actually. Um, but there actually was one who had survived. He was clinging to a tree, and, well, he shouldn't have yelled, but he did. And yes, that had alerted us of his presence, but he kind of, well, made the big one mad. And, well, regardless, we went ahead and killed all of them, and now after getting our reward, really didn't have to, but I suppose out of the kindness of her heart, she went ahead with it anyway. And now we're here, back inside of the town, getting ready for what's about to happen. That's all.
Okay. So, you all would have reconvened back inside of the inn. Um,
I'll say Marcus kind of enters the inn, kind of cracking his neck, all kind of still rather beat up from the two ogre punches he took to the face. Just like, woo!
I could just. He falls in immediately after. I could just heal you, right?
Don't worry about it there. I got it all in check here. I mean, my master always said that, taking the blow or two is always good for the constitution. Helps build character and live with a bit of pain.
I heard that spit is really good for cuts.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Candy.
Hi.
How are you and your There's like a little finger flourish. Friend.
Oh, Sil.
Yes.
Well, during the battle, what was Candy up to?
We left you in
I
your
believe-
room sleeping, I think.
Yeah, you guys were.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Alexander comes down fully dressed as well, next to Candy.
Okay. She kind of smiles at the empty spot next to her. Well, we're both doing great. How are you guys? You guys look really hurt. Did something happen?
Oh, it wasn't much, and I'm just gonna say for the gag of it, Marcus looks down at the gaping wound in his chest and just starts rubbing it.
You'll be fixed in no time.
I think it's already working.
Evelyn opened her mouth to say something, but she closes it, and with the same smile, it's just. Well, I do believe that we have more stuff to do, don't we?
Well, I mean, we still gotta go take care of this necromancer now that we have a little more info on it.
Right. For the sake of this, what had happened before is that we just came into a bit of a scrabble with some undead, not necessarily zombies. I don't recall those in specific, but yeah, we made it out all right.
And I suppose you would have
Oh,
been better
no.
balanced there.
Yeah, I would suppose so. Yes.
Yes, of course. Mm-hmm.
Marcus just is going.
Oh no! Did any of you turn into zombies? Are you guys hungry?
I don't think I must. You know what? The zombies never got near us because, oddly enough, they went down pretty quickly. I kind of did my little fisted punches and they just collapsed.
And she curiously taps her chin. I don't know. I do feel a little hungry.
It's already started.
I will say, for the sake of this, she just goes ahead and she'll go ahead and prestidigitate just like basically fake blood on her hands, on her face.
Oh no! We're all gonna die!
It's like very clearly like opaque, not even reflective, and she just like slowly approaches Candy. He's just like, I feel like I have a specific craving.
Kenny like slow-mo runs away. Oh no! I tripped! Flops to the ground.
Finally, my meal is here, and she will go ahead and yeah, I suppose she will. She will just go ahead and go down to where I guess her calf would be, and she puts her mouth near it, but she will use prestidigitation again to create more fake blood just over the area.
No! Blah.
Well, that's one heck of a trick there.
She slowly like holds her arms out and starts like zombie walking. Who's next?
Oh, Syl, you better run. She's going after you.
She starts going towards a wall.
Alexander would walk past, like brushing it off, like it's not important, and just walk up to Marcus. Since I am so humble, let me heal you up. I want to give you back 3 healing.
I think we gave ourselves back to full. I don't know what the hell I was at. I just know I was I was under half.
Yeah, so for the sake of flavor, sure. But
Actually,
otherwise,
wait. I'll
we
give
don't
you
have to.
one. I'll give you one.
Yeah, you're right.
There you go.
No, I was joking. Come back down here.
Oh, did you scare him?
This is the next day, right?
This is
Same
I
day,
suppose.
I think.
Yeah,
Because we
it's
got
the
back to
same
the
day.
end. Yeah, it's just late
Yeah.
at night. It's just before we went to
It's
bed.
just late at night.
Okay. INR is counting money.
Yes, Marcus, I'm waiting for your thank you. Just continue when you want to.
Well, I appreciate that a lot. Good on you, Alexander. That was
Yes, thank you. So gracious of me.
Yes.
I love it. Thumbs ups. Yeah, that was fantastic. Speaking of fantastic, though, we did get.
You should continue. You should continue. Just keep going. A little bit more.
You're really special, and Steph. And
If you were a zombie, you'd be a great zombie.
Yeah. I guess.
A compliment, yes, but a compliment he did not want.
I'll take it. You should work better on that. Don't worry, we'll fix it soon enough.
in any case, on our we got paid, didn't we?
Yeah. Looks about 40 gold a person if we include the 2 sleeping ones.
Well, I mean they're
Oh,
part
it's
of
all
the
right.
team.
I wasn't there.
I'm taking it.
Of course you are.
I'm sure that the thought of me brought victory.
Frankly,
Actually, me personally, I didn't give you 1 bit.
I believe I did.
I was a little busy.
When the zombie was approaching me, it was rather scary. It was nice to think of you, actually.
Yes, my strong body there protecting you.
I couldn't help but think to myself
Well.
that when that zombie cracked me across the face with the club, I really wish Alexander was here.
Einar's gonna insight both of them.
Go ahead.
Alexander doesn't care though. He still thinks he's taking any praise he can.
Behind that nice pearly white smile, reeks of shit. She's full of it.
You gather from you have no idea whether Marcus is full of shit or not. He's just got that goofy, bright smile on his face.
Please DM me what you fucking roll.
Right.
my God.
Well, Gandhi, you should take your 40 gold anyway.
If you don't want it, I'll take it. I think I deserve it.
No, if she doesn't want it, we'll split it 4 ways.
Oh no, I
That's your
definitely
choice.
want it, but I don't know if I deserve it. I wasn't there.
Well, I'm sure that you'll be paid in our next adventure as well. I mean, frankly, there's supposed to be even more money. So, I suppose for the meantime, if you don't want to, you're going to be getting money either way. So, it's really up to you.
We can split a candy if it makes you feel better.
You really like money, huh?
Of course. The compliments my hair.
Well, he kind of thinks for a moment and then looks off to the side. I was sleeping. Were you sleeping, Sil? You went with them. You want it? Okay. Actually, I'll take the money then. I guess Sil wants it.
Alright, here you go. You'll slide her 40 gold across the table.
So was it Sil that did that whole oogie boogie thing, scaring that giant monster towards me?
Looks off to the side. Looks back at you. He says yes.
Well, I guess that was good on you, Sil. That was impressive work.
Evelyn just smiles. That's fucking funny. Because you weren't there. Nikki, I accidentally used Dissonant Whispers on the giant one, and after Marcus had specifically done that to, like, run away, and I accidentally sent it directly to him.
Which ended up Marcus getting fucking wrecked the next round.
So the fact that it's just like, so it's like, yes, actually, it's wonderful. Thank you.
I don't know about the rest of you, but it's been a full day for me. I'm gonna go catch some sleep.
Oh, you're probably right. You know what? I'm just
Tomorrow-
gonna get my workout done and go right to bed and just start seeing him doing the 1, 2. Start doing his squats in the middle of the room.
Perhaps you might want to do that somewhere else.
Well, I mean, I suppose I could. One moment here. Let me finish my sets.
What are your sets?
Well, I do 100 of each.
Ah.
As he keeps squatting over and over and over.
What time is it? What time in the day is this?
It's nighttime.
That late at night, yeah. It's
Evelyn
Oh.
Evelyn kind of sits there and thinks about it for a second, and it's just like, after everything, yeah, sure. She'll just go ahead and kind of put a hand on his shoulder as he's still doing his squats.
Yeah.
But remember, if other people if you're going to continue to do squats over there, won't that be kind of a bit embarrassing? And yeah, sure, why not? She's going to go ahead and yeah, she'll go ahead and use her words of terror.
Does a wisdom save, I take it?
Yes.
This is a spell of hers.
Not a spell.
What?
That's a whisper bard trait.
Oh.
21. I don't think it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I suppose you never cared too much about the opinions of others.
Well, it's only
Well,
about the
by all
diligence.
Silly me. Alright, well, by all means, continue on.
I'm
And then
going.
she will smile and just kindly walk away.
Looking back and forth between the two of that, watching the like squats, like Candy walks over, just starts like to keep eyesight, like does the squats to keep eye level with the height with Marcus, and it's just like, Evelyn might actually have a bit of a point. You don't want to like, once you like get really into the workout, start getting like all sweaty and stuff like that. You don't want it like falling in the floor and like making more work for the people that work here.
Well, to be honest, I don't sweat a lot when I do this. He's going up and down. But I suppose you got it right. One sec, I'll work on it. And when he squats, now he starts hopping upstairs with the squats.
Candy
Alexander,
gives Evelyn a
Fucking-
thumbs up.
Evelyn
Candy-
smiles back over her and just and gives her a thumbs up back.
Alexander will go get some fine wine and just watch these two and critique them. No matter how perfect it may be. It's like, you need to go a bit lower with that one. No, that one, you need to go a bit higher. No, I could do better, I can show you.
Did you say that as like Marcus is going up the stairs?
He's just following you all and still criticizing y'all.
Well, I suppose that might be the case, but I keep going at it. It's just hop all the way to his room, takes out his key, and as he's doing his squat, you just see his arm kind of keep level as he opens up his door, but still squatting.
This fucking guy. I love him, but I hate him.
Who, Marcus or...
Marcus!
Yeah.
He pisses me off because he's adorable, but he's stupid.
He's not stupid, he's just diligent.
Stupid. Ugh. With two
I
F.
will have it noted that Einar will wake up early to start casting the weapon.
Okay.
Just to start the process, not to
Yay!
do anything too crazy.
Alright, so y'all have your rest. The effects of the Hero's Feast would have worn off by now, so reset your health totals back to their originals. Rhea. Are you there?
Screams.
Are you ready?
Imagine ever being ready.
Imagine it. Okay. Well, we'll just go and see. You would awake and find yourself in the room that was described. Very dark, almost misty, like cold air, with the white-haired woman sitting opposite, just on a chair, kind of admiring herself in the mirror for a moment as she sees you staring awake, and she kind of swings her body around and dramatically and leans on the back end of the chair, leans forward, just kind of watches you wake. Morning. Rise and shine.
And if I may, because I know that the thing that you was most nervous about was the voice, you could also just go ahead and roleplay with actions for the meantime as well. Talking ain't quite necessary just yet, especially, again, with a bitch you don't even know.
It's not really the voice, it's more that just like I don't believe that the things that I choose to do are the things that I should do.
You'll know. You've had time to think about your character and everything. You'll know. There's
Yeah,
no wrong way, really.
Yeah.
You're gonna settle into it. It's kind of like I had difficulty with, at least in voice, kind of with Nyx. I had to kind of settle in, and I only really got a handle of it nearing the end of the session. No judgment here. We love you.
I'm still trying to figure out Alexander, honestly. I have no idea what I'm going from, so I'm just doing the basics for him.
Fucking loving it so far. He's so pretentious.
feels so terrible, but I love it.
No, it's great. Please keep going. I love
No.
you.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Dude, just
But-
what feels right. It's okay.
Yeah.
I love you.
Words of encouragement. There you
You better hope you live out of the States. I can't threaten to beat your ass otherwise.
go. Come on down, Judah. Come on down.
All right.
Okay. We're just gonna move back to everyone else. You all wake early in the morning. Aina, you would have begun, probably woken up before everyone else and begun casting.
Yes.
Right.
By
Go
doing
ahead and
these.
roll a smithing check.
Bada bing, bada boom.
You make about 20% progress throughout the early hours in the morning. I assumed you would have probably gone to sleep fairly early.
Yeah, he would have gone to sleep earlier to rise at about little before first.
Everyone else, you'd awake about 3 hours later.
Actually, I would
Perhaps
say Marcus
would probably be, yeah.
Marcus would have got up early, and probably when the party's waking up, he just got back from his 10-kilometer run.
Fair enough. Just around town, I assume.
Yeah, just around town, waving at anybody who happened to be up.
You'd see a lot
Actually,
of.
seeing
Go on, Kenny.
seeing as how I guess she was sleeping the whole time the whole battle happened, would she wake early then, since she already slept a ton?
Yeah, I suppose.
Are there stores or places around that are open at this time?
Not at this time. Roll me a perception check.
Oh God.
Yeah, all the stores are closed.
Okay. What about the inn that we're staying in?
Yeah, no, there's usually someone manning in at this time.
She will go to the counter and say, "Could you prepare a bunch of pancakes for my friends and me, please?"
You would see a orange-haired woman. She seems to be wearing simple clothing, and she's got this kind of like frazzled long hair. She kind of looks over towards you. What are you having? Pancakes. Anything else? Drinks.
Pancakes and some glasses of milk. Just basically large, biggest breakfast that you can prepare. Also, you are very pretty.
Thank you. How many people?
Let's see. Count me having to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
Wonderful. I'll let the chef know. That'll be about all up 2 silver pieces and 5 copper.
She puts down 2 gold.
You don't need to put down that much.
No, I insist. It's like I'm asking for a huge bunch of huge breakfast thing out of nowhere without any preparation. So and
All right, if you insist, and she takes the point. Your patronage is very appreciated.
oh no, your understanding for being willing to make it at such short notice. Thank you so much.
I'll have it ready shortly. She goes.
Wonderful. Gives an excited little clap and then finds a table to sit at and just hum to herself while she waits for everyone.
Everyone else, I assume, would slowly gather into the dining hall.
Alexander will wake up fashionably late.
Fair enough.
I'd say after his run, he comes Marcus has come kind of jogging in, probably next to Einar, who I'm guessing also is coming back from the smith about the same time.
Yeah.
Woo-wee, Einar! I didn't think you'd be up and around this time.
Yeah, well, the forge called.
Oh, well, that shows some damn hard work you got there.
I made pretty good progress too, I must say. He'll show off the beginning stages of Candy's new weapon.
Woo-wee! That damn there is a pretty darn wet piece of metal you got working on, Einar. I gotta admit, that is impressive.
Well, thank you for your kind words, Marcus. I've not really worked with this material before, so I'm quite happy with where I got.
Well, I'm sure Candy is going to be happier than a pig in muck when you finish that for her.
A pig in muck. You certainly have the strangest metaphors.
Oh,
I'll
just one.
say. As she walks down, waves.
Oh, morning, Evelyn. How you doing?
Guys,
Candy!
Oh.
Holy hell, holy moly! Look at all those pancakes!
guess what I did?
Oh,
Bought
you-
a lot of pancakes?
Yes, for everyone.
Well, why, thank you. You shouldn't have.
No, but you really should have. Thank you. Alexander walks down, fully dressed.
Katie gives a big grin. You could just see the sharp work.
Just
This'll do.
Marcus sits down, takes out like a little napkin, and goes to tuck it in his shirt. Looks down, is like, "Oh, that's right. I don't got a shirt on." So he like does his coat up, so he does up the top button, so he tucks it into the top of his coat.
I feel like maybe Sleepy Evelyn didn't realize that at first, but kind of seeing shirtless Marcus, she's immediately just and just like throws him literally anything.
I didn't mention it, but Einar is shirtless too.
What?
Yeah, Alexander is too. Why not?
Can you all die? Okay, we're gonna play truth or lie. Okay, who?
That's Evelyn surrounded by all the characters right now.
See, I don't even need. I don't even need to be gay. You guys do it for me. Swear to God.
Candy's just vibing.
No, but who's actually shirtless? Jesus.
Marcus definitely is, because he usually is. He just wears his coat over top of his shirtless body most of the time, like the artwork, right? Because he's a monk.
That's a shirt underneath the coat.
Evelyn, you're really red.
She is black as fuck. She is darker. But otherwise, she's just okay. Right. Just like I would like to say that she maybe had like just gotten done with the shower, and she's clothed, but she just has like a towel still kind of like going through her head, and she just kind of sees that, and she just like slaps him with it.
Sorry there. Is there a problem, Evelyn? He says he kind of wraps the towel around him.
Decency.
There's a lady at the table.
Really? I mean, is there a problem? I mean, back on the farm, we used to go shirtless all the time.
I bet you did, but this is not the farm.
Well, I guess so. Kind of goes in, kind of wraps a towel around him, and kind of goes, well, I mean, you gotta realize, however, there ain't no shame in the human body, right?
Wait, is that something to be embarrassed about? Is that not normal?
No, just decency, respect.
I keep myself clothed, otherwise I might make someone pass out.
Candy like tilts her head. In my tribe, people wore a lot less clothes.
Einar makes a funny face.
Insight check.
Who are you inciting?
Einar. Motherfucker. 1 second. Where is this? Where is this? There it is.
Good luck.
Oh, he beat it!
Thanks for the luck.
He seems to be holding back laughter.
Aww. I feel like Evelyn kind of notices this. And just like, oh yeah, what's so funny?
What?
Question, is there a gap in his armor?
He has chainmail right now, so probably just his arms, really.
You know what? Yeah, because of the specific situation, because he fucking laughed. Yeah. She will just inch ever so closely. It's just like, oh, well, I could have sworn you did something. And she will drive very wriggly fingers into his armpit.
Fingers. Oh my god.
What?
You are going to be tickled. Prepare.
Wow.
Assuming he's
Constitution
ticklish.
saving throw.
I'll do a con save. We'll see if he's ticklish.
I will verse it against what? I guess sleight of hand, sure.
I've never seen sleight of hand be used in this way before.
I am amazing.
Slash your hand away.
But does he laugh?
I'd say a little bit.
She goes ahead and folds her arms in a very satisfied look.
I wasn't laughing at you, don't worry.
Well, the others seem to be more than comfortable with... Does Marcus have a fucking jacket / shirt on yet?
Yeah, he kind of wandered up and got his jacket back on and put it back on. It's like, yeah, sorry there, Miss Evelyn. Didn't realize there was any sort of social faux pas or anything there for not having a shirt on at breakfast. I mean, always kind of take it off when I go on my runs.
Before Marcus goes up there, Alexander will just turn back. Can you grab my stuff for me?
Sure. Is your room unlocked?
Yes.
Guess so. Can't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sonic the Hedgehog. Zoop, zoop. There we go.
Evelyn looks over towards Alexander with almost like for a moment, a bit of a peaked eyebrow, but then looks back over towards Marcus. Well, that was nice of you.
Candy kind of leans towards you, Marcus, and whispers while like glancing over at Evelyn. She's like, "Oh, geez, I wonder how bad it's going to be when she finds out that people actually take baths in the."
Yeah, I know. She's a little prudish about this sort of thing, eh?
I don't know. Well, not prudish, just more. That's a normal thing, right?
Is she embarrassed about it? I mean, heck, when we were in the farm, I mean, we used to bathe in the lake together as kids.
That's what my tribe did too.
Yeah, no kidding.
Why are they the same person? I'm hurting.
Will Alexander be able to hear this? Because like I probably am sitting right next to Candy. And I don't think they'd keep their voices that low.
They're like fox whispering, so you probably could.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For all of your protections, I will keep myself clothed.
Einar makes that funny face again.
Well, in any case, everybody, suppose we should tuck into these pancakes. I mean, Candy did spend so much time getting these all ready for us.
Oh, it's not me. It's the people who actually, made it in the kitchen.
Oh, well, I suppose you at least ordered them, right, Candy?
Well, that's just a few words and some coin. They did the actual work.
Well, that is true. But you know what? Don't shoot yourself short for, thinking ahead like that. That took some smart thinking.
Evelyn peeks at kind of peeks an eyebrow over at Einar's little funny face, but keeps.
And I guess we tuck in for our
Time to dig in.
pancake
How about you,
jamboree.
Candy? I'll take a few bites. Not exactly what I like, nor is it that good, but to make you happy. I'll put myself
Candy,
through this.
Candy scoops some and like brooms the fork up to his mouth. It's tasty.
He will just guide your hand and help you feed him. He's more than happy to be fed.
You know, to do charity work.
How sweet of you.
Meanwhile, as you look over at Marcus, he just grabs like the whipped cream and starts putting on the pancake. Like, there we go. Like makes like a crepe and kind of rolls it up.
You are a genius. And she goes to come.
Please don't tell me that they're also messy eaters.
Probably. But...
Yeah.
You have the most prim and proper press, and you have these two country bumpkins. And then you have Einar, which is like in between.
Evelyn checks to see if Einar makes the funny face again.
Yo, Candy, you want to see something neat my master
He's
taught me
not.
how to... He's not... Candy, you want to see something a neat way my master taught me how to kind of like eat and train at the same time?
Won't they give you a tummy ache?
Well, no, it's like this, and he's going to take one of the pancakes and kind of flip it up, and just like Bassett, like a golden retriever, jumps up and starts biting it in midair, kind of kung fu style eating. And lands back
And gives a
down.
little applause.
You're a bit animated this morning, Marcus.
I feel really good. Got a good night's sleep. I mean, after fighting that big feller. By the way, sorry again about that, Einar. I knew you wanted a piece of him, but I mean, just kind of got, for whatever reason, he was really attracted to me.
Yes, well, these things happen. I'll get the next one.
Someone's interested in you?
Well, it was. You could say at least until he lost his head over me.
Oh, that's so romantic. And she like clasps her hands together.
Candy, that was a literal term. Yeah, the zombie lost his head.
Oh, that's a lot less romantic.
I can see why zombies would be attracted to someone like him.
Well, he sort of is a beacon of light.
Is he a beacon or is he? And she like plucks off of her plate a beacon.
Lock that!
Evelyn also does a little bit of she like lifts a hand to her face and just kind of muffles a little chuckle.
And you know what? Just because Marcus is going to play on that, you know what? I gotta admit, my master used to call me a bit of a ham.
You know, I'm thinking if we just leave the two of them in the room with that thing, stops the thing for a moment, the source, they might drive the source away just out of pure annoyance.
Am I annoying you? I'm really sorry.
Nina, you know you could never miss. Come on, you would always miss these two faces, right? And kind of stands to his side and like beckons over towards them, just like putting them on display.
Candy makes a derp face and like goes cross-eyed.
Marcus just has
No, it's not annoying me, but I think that patron over there is giving you some dirty looks.
Marcus has got a 20 passive perception. Is there a patron giving us a dirty look?
Yeah, there's a guy. He's just kind of looking over. He's like, looking at what's going on right now. He's like, oh shit. He just like turns his head, looks, keeps his head down.
Does he have any food in front of him?
Yeah, he's got some bacon and eggs.
Just a little bit?
Yeah.
Candy is gonna gather up a bunch of pancakes that have yet to be touched and bring them over to the...
Oh, wait, before Candy does that, though, Alexander's just gonna quickly look at the patron and just, like, toss 5 gold on the floor for him. Here you go. Just like a peasant, like here. It's like a pigeon you just throw food at. That's what Alexander does.
Alexander,
Can't-
did you just pay that man for looking at you?
No,
Seeing
okay,
it,
so
Candy is
Evelyn,
gonna scoop it up.
Evelyn was going to be. You're supposed to. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. That wasn't directed towards you. It's this whole little behavioral thing.
He really likes to
Alexander,
toss coins at me.
you're such a joker, and she gives him a less than hearty punch to the shoulder.
This man's just like really confused with what's going on. He's like eyeing the pancakes. He's eyeing what the coins on the floor. There's like an incredible amount of coins that a simple patron has, like a bar patron has seen. And
So what you're saying is that
They
Alexander
didn't know.
technically had the right idea.
he just kind of looks down and is like slowly bends down and then with his left hand just slowly starts picking up the coins. And you just
See?
listens.
I know how to deal with people.
Does he go, ooh, piece of candy?
Would you like some pancakes?
Sure. Yeah, I'll take
Here
some.
you go. And plops the plate down in front of him with a hefty stack on it.
That's a lot of pancakes there.
Sharing is caring, and you were looking over at us, so I figured, oh, you must want some too.
Yeah. Yep. I wanted some pancakes. Thank
I'm
you
so happy to share.
for the pancakes. Good.
So as Marcus is eating, he just turns to Einar. Well, there, Einar. I suppose we should start discussing how we're going to take care of our little issue here with the town. Helping it out and all that.
As far as I'm concerned, we have to go to the mountain.
Oh, that's right.
That's what I understand.
That's right. Apparently that's where the source of the evil thing is.
Precisely.
Well, in any case, Alexander, you all ready to get going to go smite that evil?
When am I not ready?
Well, that's the spirit. Candy, you all ready to get going?
I'm always ready.
How about you, Miss Evelyn?
Oh, she seemed like she was a bit distracted for a bit, but yeah, she just nods towards you earnestly. She says, "Yeah, I'm ready."
Okay, well, I guess we better head off then. By the way, Honor, you want me to scout ahead or anything, or you think we should just travel as a unit?
I believe if we travel as a unit for at least until we get to the base of the mountain, that would probably be good.
Sounds good to me.
I don't imagine there's any reason why we need to split up before then.
I got you, buddy.
Before we go, Evelyn, if you want to stand next to me, I'm sure that'll make you feel better as we walk.
Of course it would. In fact, and she walks up, but slides a hand right to just kind of link arms.
Hmm.
But yeah, are you ready to go? And she kind of looks up at you, kind of earnestly, with a little smile on her face.
Of course. Anything to make you feel better.
She'll give his arm just like a little hug as they proceed to move on forward.
That looks like fun. She immediately loops both arms with Einar and Marcus. Let's go!
Yeah!
She would have such a difficulty doing that with how short she is and how tall Einar is.
Yep.
It's basically we're swinging her
Candy
at this
or
point.
Evelyn? Okay, Candy. over
Candy
here.
with Marcus, and Marcus is we're just swinging her.
Einar
She's
just
strong enough where it's
looks
like
at
she
this.
yanks them down to her level.
Alexander would just gently pat Evelyn's shoulder. I'm such a good example onto them.
You know what? Screw it. Marcus will make this training exercise, and he will crab walk next to Candy. Go, this is great to work out the thighs.
Did you hear what I
Marcus,
said,
won't your
Judah?
legs be tired?
Yeah, she just kind of looks over towards you, looks back over at the group, looks back over towards you. She just smiles.
Out of character, I know you're gonna do something bad to him, and I hate you, but I love you for doing that because he deserves it. He deserves to be like slapped.
A very nice girl. She would never.
Uh-huh.
What's
Yes,
Einar
I'm
doing
not
since he's being like uncomfortably leaned over to the side to match Candy's?
Trying to stand up. How tall is Marcus?
He's 6 feet.
Okay, that's right. I keep thinking he's a halfling. I don't know why.
Probably because of the southern
Everyone's
accent.
a halfling compared to you. What? How tall is Einar again? He's a big boy.
He was 7 feet.
Well, he's 6'6".
That was 6'6". Okay.
He's only 6'6".
Yeah, so-
Alexander's 6'7", so he's 1 inch tall.
Yeah, so with Candy having her arm looped with one of Einar's, like he'd have to be like uncomfortably leaned over to.
Marcus, I have a different training exercise that I would like to propose to you.
What's that?
We both stand up and just carry her like this.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, I suppose I could work the good upper arm. Not a bad idea. Stand out. Candy's just swinging.
I don't think Kenny weighs that much, does she?
I mean, I'm not sure what to write for the weight for her because she's 4'10", but she is muscle.
Yeah.
There's only so much muscle you can put on a body that's 4'10", though.
Yeah.
Both of you roll me a strength check.
Oh,
Probably
goody.
weighs like a $110.
My strength is not his best attribute. Oof.
It is lopsided, as Aina's basically just holding her up by one arm and just Marcus is dragging one side.
Marcus, I think you gotta do more upper body training.
Yeah, probably not a bad idea. I do my push-ups and stuff, but I mean, it's more for like endurance training than strength.
Here, let me try. Candy will let go so that she drops down back to her feet. And how would she do this with the height? Yeah, she's gonna try to like knock Marcus off his feet and just hold like a bride.
Technically, you could just fireman carry him.
I actually figured, seeing how short you were, you just go underneath his legs and just put him on top of your shoulders and carry him shoulder style.
Yes.
Yeah, that works too.
The worst possible outcome.
So Candy's now carrying Marcus.
Yeah. She's just like, see? Wait, what do you want to do?
Roll me a strength check.
Got it. Wait, athletics or strength?
Strength.
Oh, God!
As you also try to swing Marcus over, and you kind of like reel back a little, and you stumble back, and you have to put him back down.
Okay, don't do exercise after eating a bunch of pancakes.
Yeah, remember, we're just a little groggy.
Well, A for effort, I guess.
A lot of you might not want to do that for the meantime. I mean, you're going to tire yourself out before the actual event. You don't want that to happen, don't you?
I suppose you got.
That's true.
Well, let's get going then. I guess. Leisurely walk. Work out some of this. Work off some of the pancakes.
As they were doing this entire fiasco, Evelyn, if Evelyn looks up at Alexander, what she look up at Alexander to see his expression or anything like that?
I suppose so, yeah.
You see that he just has like a small smile on his face, like it's like almost like a parent watching over his dumb kids. That's the kind of expression he has right now.
Assuming that he did not catch her eye, she smiles. A bit of a different smile, but bless.
I have a -1 to wisdom, so I don't see it. My wisdom's terrible.
You know what? That speaks volumes about his awareness.
It does. That's why he doesn't know that people diss him, because he doesn't care. It's just not in him. He's like, I'm just amazing, whatever what they think. I don't care.
Who cares what they think? I don't. I literally can't notice.
I love him.
Sobbing.
I love and hate him so
Sobbing.
much.
Oh yeah. I feel that. I feel it.
It's just, I just can't wait for Evelyn to ruin him because I think she will somehow.
Anyway, Storm, you're
Oh,
up.
Evelyn. Yeah,
All right.
Oh.
So you all make your way out of the town, heading northwards towards the mountains, and you travel for a good about hour and a half, um, making your way past the 45-minute mark, past where you had previously rescued um, Clemens and dealt with those zombies. As you continue on forward, those leading. Roll me a perception check.
Well, that'll
It's
be
gonna, of course,
Marcus.
be me. Alexander will always want to lead, no matter what.
Before we get too far, I would like to say I did buy one potion.
Okay. Very well. Marcus, you notice that along off to the beaten path, you do see about through the tree line towards the west side. There seems to be like an abandoned, kind of like burnt down cottage.
Well, that's not a good thing. I'll point out
I don't
there's
know.
apparently a burnt-out cottage up here.
Perhaps we should check it out. Maybe there'll be clues in there.
You want me to scout ahead on it, just in case there's some sort of oogie boogies in there or something?
We'll handle it.
How far away is it?
It's within visible distance. It's only a few minutes away. Just kind of see through the tree line once it's pointed out.
Is there any residual smoke?
No.
I suppose
I
you
don't
could
think-
go take a quick look and wave us over if it's clear.
I don't
If
believe
we see
it
you
would be
running and
necessary.
screaming on the way back, we'll assume it's not.
I don't
Right.
believe that there's anything wrong with it. I mean, there's no fire.
Hey, you
No
want to go?
more, at least.
Think we should just all go together then?
Of course, yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'd say so.
Well, good by me.
Okay.
I work in front.
You all advance and you make your way towards this burnt down cottage, and you can see that half of it is kind of like collapsed in, and you see various shelving. It's a very small hut, really. It's not really that much living space. You look around and you can see that there's like kind of like this burnt down bookshelf, just kind of collapsed to one side. Various other bottles and things smashed onto the floor. You see a mixture of like kind of like faded, like imprinted like liquid marks on the various stone remnants of this building, just from the foundation.
Did you say liquid marks?
Yeah, like residue, just kind of faded into the stone.
How long ago does it look like it was ruined?
Roll me a survival check.
Yeah, not my specialty, but not bad. 20.
It looks like it's been ruined for at least a few months.
Marcus,
Well-
everything is your specialty. Shut up.
Well, if I'm not wrong, I think apparently not strength. Well,
Right.
if I'm not wrong, I'm looking at this as I believe what we got here is this place has been wrecked for months now. I wonder if this was like at the start of the zombie showing up or not.
Can I investigate to see if there's any, like, occult scrawlings anywhere or anything of that?
Yeah, roll me investigation.
Yeah, I was gonna say that if Evelyn could as well.
Feel free.
Alexander's gonna stand there and look pretty.
Roll for performance.
I know you look around and you can see that there is not per se occult scrollings, but you do see kind of like sigils, kind of written up on the various stonework foundations. And you do see that in the back there's this kind of like standing stone wall and something catches your eye. You see that there's actually like this loose piece of stone, and it's just slightly ajar from the rest of the wall.
I'll go over there. Does it seem trapped?
Roll me investigation check. It looks fun to you.
I will take my pointer finger and daintily poke the stone brick to see if it's supposed to go in. But before like I push it all the way in or anything like that, I'll also try to pull it out. Actually, I'll start by trying to pull it.
Okay. As you start to pull it out, you hear the slight grinding of stone that slides off, and inside you see a small little crevice compartment where there's two kind of pinkish potions just kind of sitting clustered inside.
Don't
What did you
mind
say
if
was
I
inside?
do.
Two pink colored potions.
I will
Pink-colored
reach in and take them.
Okay. As you reach in to grab them, I need you to roll me a dexterity check.
Cool.
Check or saving throw.
Saving throw, sorry.
Oof.
I'm good at these. Don't worry.
Wait. Wait, don't tell me you drank it.
No, he reached.
No.
There was a trap.
As you reach in to grab the potions, you see this kind of like arcane sigil light up from the back, and it lights up bright pink, and it starts arcing out towards you with this blue pink energy, and then just sparks out towards you. You take 1 point of lightning damage as it just kind of sparks your hand, but it's still latching out towards you. It's still attached to your hand, and it's sparking into it. And you feel like it's about to cause another surge of lightning into your hand.
Can I like quickly grab the potions and yoink out?
Yep, it's still attached to your hand.
Trust.
I guess, yeah, no. Is it fair to say that Evelyn, since she's also investigating, she might be able to find this?
Yeah, you all see that Ina's just got this like pink electricity arcing lightning that's currently surging out of this crevice hole, and it's just sparking up his arm. As you kind of like stand there, you take another 5 points of lightning damage as it's just continue to course up through your arm, and this time the jolt of energy sparks even, and it starts to hurt more.
Anar, you need a bit of a hand there.
Well, that's not normal.
So what exactly does the device look like that's clamped onto his arm?
It's not a device, it's lightning. It's pink lightning that's just currently surging into his arm, just like magical, like crackling lightning.
I will holler, move out the way, or make a hole, and I will charge out of the house. I'll just dash out.
Okay, as you just dash out of the way, once you exit out of a 30 feet range, the lightning just snaps and it stops.
Nice.
Can I Arcana to see what spell that was?
Yes, roll me a Arcana check. It seems to be a alternate version of Witch Bolt.
He'll just kind of like shake his arm as it's a little numb. All right, well, that was pleasant.
You okay there, Anar?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. Then I'll hold up the two potions. Scored these though.
Nice.
What are they?
That was
Don't quite know. I'm
incredibly
not seeing
careless.
pink ones.
I know, please, don't do something like that again. She kind of looks a bit worried, kind of arms crossed.
Anybody actually know how to, like, tell what a potion is?
I could taste it.
We might want to know what they are first before that, Candy, but I do like the initiative.
Please just give me a moment. Could you hand it here, please?
That's true. Evelyn's really smart.
What?
I'll hand over both.
I'm going to heal Einar back 3.
Okay.
Ah, much appreciated.
Of course. Next time, let me do that.
Can I?
You'd rather get shocked?
I wouldn't have got shocked.
Can we please just? Did Einar hand her the potions?
Yeah, I gave you both.
All right. Then she proceeds to do the ritual for identify.
Oh, good. I was hoping you were a bard that took that spell.
Stupid. God.
As you all kind of wait there for about 10 minutes, as you do the ritual for identify, these potions are, as you look at them, they both seem that they're the same kind. These are 2 potions of infinite pink witch bolt. They last for 24 hours, allows you to cast pink witch bolt, which instead of an attack roll, it's a dex save. And you can cast that infinitely for 24 hours.
Do we know the DC for it?
It is the caster DC.
Okay. So what happens if you're not a caster?
Eat shit.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't, yeah. It would just be whatever your highest
Casting mod
casting
would
stat.
be. So for my case, it'd be a 13 because I guess technically Marcus is a caster because eventually I cast Burning Hands.
Well, these
I've
things,
certainly never heard of a potion like that before.
Yeah.
Wait, what does the potion do again?
It's essentially it casts witch bolt. It's a spell, a chain of electrical energy, but it seems to be different in property. Rather than per se anything else, it's more quick, something that you have to dodge. And it lasts for, I'd say, a day. You could cast it at will, but only if you are of arcane prowess, which I believe a lot of you all are, more or less. But yeah, that's what it does.
Who
Well,
wants it?
Well, we got 2 of them. I mean, I honestly already got the range with my glowing fist, so I don't know how well that would do me.
I don't have any range.
Nor do I. Unless I throw my trusty hand axe.
I do have that too.
Einar,
Yes?
please don't do something like that again. That was too risky.
Well, I learned from my mistakes, don't worry.
I bet you do, but just making sure, okay? Nothing bad happened.
Right.
Well, on the plus side, we do got 2 new sparkling potions.
I'm not exactly the most keen when it comes to damage. I could probably benefit from this, but you said, what did you say, Candy? You said that you don't really particularly have rain.
Nope.
Well, perhaps you might actually benefit quite much from this. Would you like it?
Looks around at everyone else. I mean, if no one else wanted it.
Well, I don't need it.
I still think Evelyn should have it.
Oh no, I can only just take the one for the meantime.
You should
Are
at
these
least have
temporary?
more.
It lasts for 24
Of course,
hours.
I will.
Well, oh, Oh, wait, if it's temporary stuff, then yeah, I think Evelyn, you should have both.
Oh, don't worry. I mean, for the most part, I mean, Witch Bolt only is really only ever useful if I'm terribly close, and I try to stay as far away from battle as I can. How about one of you keep this, and, well, if maybe the situation calls for it and you find yourself not using it very much, you could maybe return it to me?
Okay.
Sounds
I'm
like a
thinking
plan.
maybe you, Candy, or you, Alexander, would probably benefit from it the most.
Looks at you, Alexander. I don't mind holding on to it.
You can have it. I can handle myself.
Okay.
You'll need it.
Well, all right. And she'll go ahead and gingerly, very carefully, hand the potion over towards her.
And what's it called?
Potion of Infinite Pink Witch Bolt.
Of what?
Infinite Pink Witch Bolt.
Alrighty.
So if Candy drinks it, she'll have like cotton candy witch bolts.
Ha.
I'm so
Perfect.
sad though. Out of character, I wanted that, but Alexander would never have taken it. No, he wouldn't have.
Well, in any case, I guess we better continue on our way towards that castle, or whatever we're after.
Right. Is everyone...
Is there anything
right.
else in the house?
No.
Or does this seem to be it?
The rest of it seems burnt down. Well, what you basically found was just like a freestanding wall. It's not even a house at this point. It's just like part of the wall was just kind of like the rest of the stone is kind of crumpled away.
Probably the
all across
magical
the floor.
trap protected it.
Okay.
Well,
Actually-
I know. Well, for the meantime, you say you learn from your mistakes, so just be a little bit more careful, all right? And she'll use a level 1 healing word.
Well,
I
you already
already
got.
3 hit points back.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Mhm.
Well, maybe I don't have to.
It's just my healing hands from being an Asmar, so I don't really care about them.
Yeah. I guess
But
I didn't
did
hear
any-
that. Blah.
It's okay. Did anyone find out what caused the fire? Just a suggestion.
Well, you know what I'm wondering is the fact that a house that had like magical traps in it usually meant there was a magical person in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, is it possible, and this is just a wild shot, but could this have been the home of the necromancer we were after?
I'm pretty sure that there would have been more zombies around if that were the case.
I guess that's true.
Closer to the hive, there's more bees. So,
Well, perhaps there's a cellar.
a cellar? I mean, perhaps there is. What exactly would we be needing from it, though?
Just a look inside. Perhaps the necromancer's down there. It's unlikely, since I said the source is from the mountains. But if there is a cellar, there could be more clues as to whose house this was.
I suppose, yeah. It would be good to do so if we were to, I don't know. Maybe this person meant something to someone.
At the very
I'm sorry,
least,
I'm
it's our due diligence. He kind of looks over to Marcus a second.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly right. I mean it's diligent to check everything. Let's take a peek to see if there is a cellar.
I think I'm beginning to wonder what your omen is.
Who?
It's not important for the meantime. Alright, let's move on.
Guys moving on from the location or looking around for a cellar?
We'll take a
Looking around
quick
for a
look for a cellar.
Alright, well, maybe
Perception? Okay.
Well, wait, one would be
investigation.
investigation.
Okay, well never mind. I would have rolled if it was investigation, but I rolled a nat 1.
11, make a wish.
Unable to find a cellar. You spend about a few minutes just looking around. Can't find anything.
Okay. It doesn't seem
Alex,
there's a
wait.
cellar, but not every house
Alex,
has one.
Yes.
roll for fucking
Investigation?
investigation. Yeah.
Are you sure you want that?
You know what? Yes.
I guess.
You know what? No.
He's just standing by. He's like, "Yeah, I'll look."
He looks for one
Well,
quick second and
and then
goes
just-
back to not caring.
He finds a nice reflective metal surface and proceeds to spend the rest of his time there.
It's like, I don't look that bad today.
Oh,
Do
cellar.
I ever look bad?
I thought you said mirror.
Oh my god.
Met doing his hair.
Echo.
I guess after that failure, we'll
10.
continue on our way then.
Yep.
All right. So who's currently at the front?
Me.
Well,
Alexander and
Marcus, because Marcus has got the eyes.
for those of you who haven't changed your hit points, back.
Right, let
I
me
will
do
kill
that.
you. It's like,
Oh, we gotta change
Back
our
to
hit points.
24 hit points. Yay.
back to
the-
28.
Back to
Judah,
36.
Judah,
You lucky
twinsies,
hoe. What?
twinsies,
Oh, hey!
24 HP.
Oh my fucking god.
As you kind of make your way, traveling down the road, you can start to hear the sound of faint moaning distance. Just kind of like a ravenous.
Yes, I think then one of them ghouls or something up ahead.
Let's go kill it.
I just making sure to be careful. Remember what I said. High
Perhaps
speed.
it might be more wise to see if there's a way around it. We don't have to fight all of them.
No, I'm going to
I
kill it.
imagine we take out the source, we take them all out.
I don't believe there are ever cellars that have multiple ways of going about. You're usually small.
Anything that is undead or unholy, I will smite it down and kill it. Simple. Let us keep going.
Okay. Should I check out to see if there's more than one scout ahead, sort of thing, or did we just want to go in there guns a blazing, or
I
arrows?
think it would be
might
wise
be-
to scout.
Yes.
Okay.
Alexander, would you mind waiting for just a bit more so you can make sure that what we're after is actually an undead?
Don't get yourself killed. That would
Okay.
be unpleasant.
Gotcha. And I will stealth ahead.
Okay, stuff.
22.
Shut the
You
fuck
sneak
up.
up ahead.
Ah!
As Marcus creeps forward, hiding along the tree line, you see that the area kind of opens up to a bit of a more open field, and you can see like a cliffside just on the left-hand side. Within the area, you can see that there are a few zombies, just kind of moseying around. You see that there are a few kind of animals, deers and boar that have like their bodies just kind of like been torn apart and just kind of laying down on the various just open field and on the road.
Not gonna lie, I was hoping you were gonna say zombie deers.
You do see a weird creature though. This undead seems very unfamiliar. It's got like these red spikes just kind of arcing over its forehead and over its skull, and like the the nape of its neck. And it's just got this like large, very jagged, long teeth.
Oh hell, that looks. And how many zombies about do I see?
You see about 4.
So 4 zombies and this creepy fuck.
Yeah.
Looks like we got some situations up here. Better go back and tell the others.
Did he just talk to himself?
Yeah, he mutters.
That's cute.
Candy's trying to touch the tip of her tongue to her nose.
Consider I have a 22 stealth check. As Candy does that, I'm just going to come up behind Candy and tap her on the shoulder. Candy!
Evelyn immediately turns around and is just shh.
Kimberly slaps both hands over her mouth.
Okay, we got like 4 zombies up ahead and some kind of freaky thing with like red spikes.
Well, you can take your hands off your mouth now. Just don't be loud, please. You're okay.
Scared me.
Sorry
Full
about that,
zombies and
Candy.
a weird thing.
Yeah, some sort of weird undead thing. The little bastards have been killing a bunch of pigs and deers out there.
Sounds like small fry to me. I say we skip it.
Did I see like an easy way to go around them? Or are they kind of like right in the path?
They're pretty much in the path and like on various along the sides. You have to give it a decently wide berth.
We'd have to give it a really wide berth if we're going to be careful, and God knows that there's more creatures in the other directions.
Very
I mean, honestly,
well.
last time we took on the zombies, I was able to take them down before they even got to us, so we should be okay. Kind of looks at, should we do the same plan as last time? I go up ahead, smack a couple of them, have them chase me down?
Sure. Open up the combat and the rest of us push in. Just, good luck, okay? And she'll give in Bardic inspiration. Not that I'll need.
I might. Thanks.
Mm.
So I guess the party will approach as close as they can without needing a stealth check, and then I'll stealth check ahead to get an attack in to start the shenanigans.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis on me.
Alright. Alright, roll me a stealth check.
It's not very paladin-y.
18. Not
I'm a
bad.
Conquest Paladin.
You should reflavor it to become like fire damage or some shit. Or radiant. God knowing him.
Would I be able to do that, Storm?
Reflavoring it to what? Radiant?
Radiant?
Yes.
Alright, yeah, it looks like divine is like holiness, just like sparks off of him. Very ungodly.
Like we're looking at him through a Star Trek flare lens.
Mm-hmm.
Shiny.
Put my ninja mask on. 'cause
Yes,
I'm
the
still-
armor of J.J. Abrams.
Okay. So, as you make your way back up towards the field, Marcus, you see that the red-spined creature is no longer in the middle of the path where you saw it.
Oh, that could be bad. I don't see it anywhere immediately, eh?
Give me a perception.
Oh, I have a passive 20. I'll take the perception check, though.
Oh, you have a passive of 20?
Yeah, I got a passive 20. Because I took the perceptive feat to give myself a even 16 wisdom.
Okay. Even with that check, you would notice that within the deer, there seems to be like this just kind of like lump, and you can, as you kind of narrow your eyes closer towards it, you can see kind of like these spikes jutting out of the skin. It seems like it's crawled itself inside of it.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside. Which deer? Is it the front one?
It's, yeah, that one.
Okay, well, with myself stealthed, I will... I mean, I can't attack it because it's in the deer, so I will instead... I will move over here towards this bush. 5 more feet ahead. And I'll begin combat by smoking this zombie here.
Okay.
Advantage because I'm
Everyone else
hidden, correct?
will be- Yes.
Oh my god!
There it is.
For one. Finally! Finally! Your luck has ended.
Judah feels so much vindication right now.
So
I feel wonderful.
I take the first shot,
No,
pew!
I don't.
Pop him, and then there in the second one, I go look over at that deer, like, what the fuck is wrong with that? Not even looking.
Your flashlight was on blink mode, so instead it just kind of instead. That's a theme.
That's cute.
Here.
Holy crap!
Okay.
Double natty ones.
I'm expecting Urgot to pop out of this.
Right.
Oh no, not Urgot. Ugh.
I'd like everyone to roll initiative.
How about
You know, I'd like
Yes.
you to roll initiative. Storm.
Yeah,
I
Take
like
initiative.
you to run.
I'm
Okay.
doing it.
Oh, actually, got
Quincy, Anar.
I
Oh,
love
no.
being
Are you okay? Are you okay?
just because Marcus is no longer lucky does not mean that fate will ever like me as a person. I've learned that by now.
I know. It's all right.
Fuck the world.
Okay. I'll move up 20 feet.
Okay.
I will look at these guys who are all super far up. And I'll pull out my Orichalcum Warhammer and my shield. I will move up another 5 feet. I will take the Yodge action.
Okay. Candy.
So do we see all three of them here?
Yes.
Okay.
Just kind of turned over towards you now as they see these kind of like the sound of the spark impacting and just hitting the stonework. They just kind of lurch over.
She will go here. Question. With throwing a hand axe, when my next turn comes, am I able to just simply take out my great axe next, or does that take a bonus? Or...
No, you can take out your good axe.
Okay. She will hold off on raging for now and reach for her hand axe and chuck it. That one there.
Okay.
That's a disadvantage strike, just so you know, Nikki. That'll hit.
That hits. Dealing 9 points of slashing damage as you see the axe just kind of fly through the air and it just hits slashing straight through, just hacking the arm clean off as it just kind of like flops to the floor and just kind of turns towards you and begins shambling towards you.
Woo! Bullseye!
That shot!
Thank you!
Oh, yeah, my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, end of my turn.
Marcus looks over at everybody. Everybody, be careful of that deer over there! I think that red spiker thing's inside it!
What does that even mean?
And I'm going to take my first attack at that last zombie still standing.
Oh, okay.
5 radiant.
Hits and kills as you just blasted away the radiant energy, just searing away its flesh. It just melt, like just part of its body just kind of melts, and it just doesn't get a chance to survive.
Marcus Marcus looks over to Candy, runs past her. 5, 10, 15, 20. Gives her a high five on the way past.
Yeah, she holds up her hand for high five.
Teamwork!
I hate it here.
We were gonna do this. Well, I'm not done yet. I still got my bonus attack.
They're so cute. I want to die.
Okay, 20. I got 30. There we go. That's my movement. Oof. I'll take another shot at that guy.
Okay.
22 for 7.
7 points of radiant damage.
I'm about to get
Okay.
fucked.
As radiant energy, another blast surges out and just impacts the shoulder, and you can see the searing flesh kind of melt away. It just kind of turns over towards you. Okay. It is this one's turn. It is going to take the dash. Just kind of stumbling over here, stumbles off the cliffside and needs to make an athletics check. Does make it, as it just kind of like lands on its feet somehow, as it just kind of like crumples down on one leg for a moment, but just continues to just make its way over here. That's its turn. This one is going to begin just making its way over, shambling towards you. As you see just from within the deer, this kind of creature, you just hear...
Wait, what about my turn? You deleted my
You did
turn.
not.
Did you click your token?
Yes. I know I did. It was right on there. That's weird.
Roll it
must-
again.
Yeah, it was 16.13
Yeah.
originally.
I was like, what happened?
Fine. Okay, take your turn. Sorry.
It's okay. Sorry. No, it's not your fault. I was before the
I wanna
zombie
move the
moved.
zombie back. Yeah.
It's fine. I would say that you wouldn't be able to reach the ones that are very close by anyways, and you are a paladin. But yeah, these zombies would be back where they were.
And I want to take the dodge action.
Oh, okay. Alright. It's just from within the deer, you just see the spikes kind of flare out, and you see it just, as it rushes out, you just see the spikes just kind of slash through the flesh, as you just hear this kind of shrieking sound. As it dashes out. That's the deer, that's me.
I was about to say that! The deer's coming at me!
That'd be a bit more horrifying.
So it runs out towards you, Marcus. And it is going to make its attacks against you.
I figured.
First attack. Misses as it tries to bite down towards you, and you see this kind of like secreted like toxin just kind of drip from its teeth as it tries to bite into you, and you dodge out of the way as it lunges towards you with its claw. That's a natural 20.
Ouch.
You take 22 points of slashing damage
Oh, goody! I'm down to 2 hit points, guys.
as it just
Oh, no.
slashes, surging out towards you and just rakes into your torso, and you just feel just this slash just rip you apart.
Oh, okay.
Evelyn.
Okay, after just seeing Marcus get fucking rended, I hate it here. I'm gonna go ahead and immediately just... no, come on, Marcus, you're gonna be okay! And is going to throw that sweet... That's a lot of people that are gonna move afterwards. Nah, I'm gonna go with the healing word level 1. I have plans. Wait, no, shit, I'm not a sorcerer anymore. I can't fucking spam. No! I hate it here. I suppose I will throw out the level 2. Well,
Don't worry, I'm okay.
yeah, nah. No, you're fucking not, because that thing's still there.
I can run like a motherfucker, and I intend to flee immediately.
There are 2 zombies.
They
They will
they
hurt
can't
you.
they can't reach me.
Oh wait, are the the ones far, far away? Okay,
Yep.
I didn't see. All right. Okay, I'll go with my initial thing. I'll go with the level 1, I suppose. You better keep your fucking word.
Trust me, I knew what I did there was stupid, but Marcus is kind of reckless.
Yeah, I know.
7 points of healing.
Nice.
Actually, wait, I realized I forgot that healing word is a fucking bonus action spell. So yeah, I'm gonna still do what I was gonna do, and just kind of, I believe Vicious Mockery is 60 feet.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, gonna go ahead and point over towards the thing. It's just, oh geez, you desperately need a dental check. And
Fails.
yay! I almost used fucking prestidigitation. I love it here.
Oh,
Nice
max damage.
4 points of psychic damage. It just kind of rears back a little and looks over towards you.
I love it here. Evelyn's is going to go ahead and see this, and it's just, Alexander, I would really like that protection that you mentioned before. And yeah, that'll be the end of my turn.
This one is going
Wait,
to...
she wants it, or
She desires protect.
but you're all the way
Dash
over
up
there.
one.
You should be fine.
This one
Well, she's afraid.
is also going to dash over here.
Well, I mean, was it noticed to be like decently fast at all? The big one.
It looked fast when it rushed up to Marcus.
You can at least move 30 feet. That's all we know.
I know.
Okay. Well, look at that big guy. Not really big. Particularly ugly one. I'm gonna move up to it. Ah. A challenge. I will smack him with my warhammer.
Okay.
Ignore the extra 5.
That misses. As you bring your Orichalcum hammer down and you just watch as it just leaps out of the way, moving from one side.
This one's a little more feisty than the others. That is my turn. I will assume a shield position, but it will do nothing to help me.
Okay. Dandy.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Do I want to risk it?
Do it.
Yeah. Yeah, she will.
Time for that one.
15. She will raid. Let me roll. Please, nothing bad.
No, the only one that's bad is the one. Knocks on wood.
Okay, so 10 feet around me is difficult terrain.
Okay. I will put an aura.
And her remaining to go here. She rushes by within you guys' line of sight, and you guys once again see that kind of manic look in her eyes and grin and the glow to her body now as she reaches for her great axe and swings it down.
You got
Nikki,
the
I
aura
don't
on the
know how you
wrong
wanna
person
flavor
there,
it.
Storm.
Yeah.
What?
You give it to Aina instead of Candy.
Also, Nikki, I don't know how you wanted to flavor it, but apparently it's like basically wild plants just start growing out from underneath.
Yeah.
It's just
Basically,
a whole bunch of Californian poppies.
Yeah, basically as soon as she takes on the glow. I hear an echo on your end, Storm. When she takes on the glow from beneath her feet along the ground, vines and flowers start blooming out with every step that she takes, following her in the direction that she runs as she grabs her great axe and swings it at this creature. Oof, never mind.
Unfortunately, as you just rush forward, as these like kind of vines sweep around, you accidentally trip over your own vines and kind of stumble forward a little as you try to bring your great axe down, and it just misses completely.
She gets uppercutted by an oversized flower.
And as she trips and lands, for those close enough, you hear like a weird kind of like off tone sound to her voice as she says, "Oh shit!"
Don't worry there, Candy. You got this. Is like Marcus is like holding in literally his guts as he's like ripped almost in half.
On the way.
Appreciate it.
Okay, Alexander.
I want to go over here with my 30 feet of movement. I want to chuck a javelin at this zombie thing.
Okay.
No, just a javelin. What else could I do? Yeah, just a javelin seems good enough.
This is just.
Oh my god.
I'm
What is
convinced.
happening?
Marcus just swallowed all of our luck. And now that we are all drained. Just everyone is just rolling like shit.
Rush forward, and as this just by the edge of the precipice, this little vine kind of snakes up and trips your foot a little, and your aim just goes completely off, just veering off to the side and just kind of like impacting the grass behind it, like here.
Alexander looks annoyed. I would have hit that straight off the head, but it's okay. Everything is fine. It happens.
Okay, so my go.
Marcus.
Okay, key point to use Step of the Wind to disengage.
Oh, okay.
Good.
So that's
So good.
10. Is that 20 foot of movement to get me out of there?
Yes.
Okay, so I will.
It's
use
like
my-
with each step you take, the vines disappear underneath your.
And then I will use my attack on the. Fuck! I get. Actually, before I do that, I will take my two-handed staff swing on the guy in front of me.
Oh, okay.
20 for 4. Jesus.
Hits. 4 points
Crack!
of bludgeoning.
Bad zombie monster thing. Bad. And then it's in 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So I just booked the fuck back.
Oh, okay. Is that your turn?
That is my turn. That's my action, bonus action, and movement.
Okay. This one is going to. Well, unable to get in. It's just going to rush over here with all of its movement. That is its turn.
Wait, is it able to move all that far even in difficult terrain?
Yeah, with dash, yeah.
Okay.
This one's just going to move up towards you, Alexander, and make
Hi, I'm Marcus.
Yeah. 14 to hit, I believe, misses.
Nope.
As you watch as it tries to slam down towards you, and you just batter its arm away.
I'm terrified of that red spike thing. It could literally down Marcus in one round of combat.
This thing's turn. It is going to go. After it's going to make a bite attack against you, Einar, and slash towards Candy.
So mean.
Disadvantage on the first attack.
Hell yeah!
Which misses as it goes down to bite down towards you, and it hears the words that would just echoes in its head, and it just pauses for a moment, and it's enough time for Einar to just batter it out of the way as it just switches target and slashes towards Candy. 15 to hit.
That hits.
9 points of slashing damage.
Reduced
Reduced
to.
To 4.
Got it.
As the claw just comes slashing in, and you just feel it just kind of rake along your calf a little.
Get.
Evelyn.
Ha! Terrible things are occurring. Whoo! I don't like it here. I suppose I will cry. No. Yeah, that might just be my best bet. Okay, so Evelyn's going to just kind of reach out over in the direction of Einar and just, come on, you've got this! New hammer, use it! And we'll give him an inspiration.
Ooh.
And immediately after that, she is going to look over towards the monster, and with all of her allies currently preoccupied, her face drops just a little bit, where she's very focused, if anything, annoyed, and she's going to raise her hand up to her mouth, and almost as if she was wiping off a little bit of spit, in the same way she whispers a little discordant tune. And we'll use dissonant whispers on this one, the big red boy.
The big red boy. Okay. Fails, taking 13 points of psychic damage.
Hell yeah!
Is it on its turn or is it now?
Just gotta flee now.
Reaction.
Yeah. 30
Well, it's on
feet
difficult
directly-
terrain, so
Oh yeah, so it's
Yeah,
only-
it's a little bit reduced. Also, does this count as forced movement? And if so, I don't believe they are able to. Yeah.
no, they don't get.
Isn't it,
They,
like,
yeah.
Doesn't it Whispers have like a thing where it's like it is enforced movement?
It is enforced movement. They are allowed to get opportunity attacks.
Mm-hmm. Woo! Judah, please stop.
I'm having
So-
fun.
Actually,
I know.
it uses its full movement, so that is all the way over here.
That
Oh.
thing can move.
Oh no, wait, what?
It has that much
Without-
movement.
Without dashing?
Mm-hmm.
No,
And we-
I'm really glad.
And difficult
And we get
terrain.
her.
Hits, dealing. What is the
5
second?
damage. He's
Just-
not. That's
just
for the
5.
Oh, it's just 5. Okay.
God damn it.
poor Candy.
5 points of bludgeoning damage as you manage to catch it and just golf swing it in just like in its leg, and you hear this sickening crack as it just continues to like just spider crawl across the floor, just bounding towards this back towards further north.
So that thing's
And he
got.
like sinks her axe into the ground and looks in the direction it runs off with this manic grin. Where do you think you're at?
Storm, do you play League?
I do.
You know
Right,
new
so used
fiddles
to.
crawl
Oh
during
no!
Crowstorm?
Not no.
I was thinking that immediately.
Ew.
That crawl.
Fiddles is
The
terrifying
fact
now.
that that thing moves at 50 feet and I only got 40 feet means I can't outpace this motherfucker.
Is that your turn?
I will go on over. Yeah, I'll run on over next to Marcus, and we just. You're okay, right?
Oh, just fine.
Also, because I have been forgetting, I won't count the one before Einar's because I forgot as a DM. But Einar, as you hit it with your hammer, the razor spines kind of arc out towards you, and you take an additional 6 points of
Balls!
piercing damage.
I don't like it.
Hmm. Ranged attacks then.
Oh
This
no, I
one.
think it was a reaction.
No, I just forgot.
Wait, is it a reaction in order for it to do that thing?
It's from getting
It's
hit.
just getting melee hit. There's a lot of creatures that do that kind of thing.
Okay, without a reaction, because it was like if it was already running. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
This
not a
one will
reaction.
move up and hit Candy. Oh my god, cricket. Taking 7 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced down to 3, as it just you see the zombie just walk up towards you and just pound at your chest, and you feel like this sudden like force actually sends you stumbling back just by 1 step, as you're just surprised by the amount of strength the zombie has.
The earlier zombie roleplay was foreshadowing for this moment.
She
This one.
looked down at the injury she'd gotten and at the thing that attacked her. She's not gonna lose those hands.
This one is going to continue making its way over, as it needs to make an athletics check. And fails, as it just kind of stumbles over, falls off the cliff, and bonks on its head, taking 2 points of damage. Bludgeoning damage. As it uses the rest of its movement to get up. And can only move. Okay.
Oh, who lost?
We lost.
Crystal.
Uh-oh.
Bet.
I don't.
Alright, I'm gonna use Giant's Might, turn into a big boy.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna attack this little guy here,
Okay.
adding the 3.
Okay, so 14 points of damage.
Indeed, indeed.
As you grow in size and bring your hammer striking down into it, it needs to make a fortitude check, which is con save. DC plus 14. 5 plus 14.
19.
19. Fails. As it's just obliterated from this hammer. As you bring it down, cracking it in the skull, you hear this as you just smash it down, and the viscera just kind of splatters outwards. As it just crumples to the floor. Okay.
Very nice, very nice. Crushed it.
Candy.
Yee. She's gonna go for the one that attacked her.
Okay.
And,
Reckless?
she's gonna reckless.
Alright.
Ooh.
How very reckless of you.
She says she's gonna go for the hand, so that's what she's gonna do.
Hits. Fortunately, dealing 6 points of damage.
Did she chop off the hands, though?
Might be more than that. Let's see if it makes its wisdom's, its constitution save.
Oh, damn. This
It
thing, I guess. Oh,
As you bring your great axe and you chop off just what, like, both of its hands is just kind of like pounding towards you and just slash them clean off. Still standing.
That's okay, she got what she wanted. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Alexander.
I guess I'll just smash one in front of me.
Okay. That hits. Dealing 5 points of slashing damage.
It will.
As you bring your longsword, just slashing, cutting, just severing into the nape between his shoulder and its neck, slashing down into it. Is that your turn?
I wanna move over here.
Okay. Marcus.
Marcus will take 5 feet forward to get in range to shoot the zombie candy attack.
Okay.
12 to hit.
Hits.
And it
This is radiant damage,
explodes.
just sears it away.
Thumbs up to candy.
The rest of the arms just seared apart as it slowly falls backwards.
She does not notice. Her eyes immediately go on the next enemy.
And then. Oh, I'm not done.
Oh, yep.
It's 15 foot of movement. My bonus action attack on that zombie
Okay.
for 5 damage.
5 points of radiant damage. Another
You know.
just searing blast as it hits just the side of its arm, just carves off just a chunk away.
And then I run back to retreat.
Alrighty.
Nice shots.
Thanks!
This one's turn is going to attack. Alexander. I believe missing. As it just tries to smash down into you and you just batter it away again. Unable to find purchase.
I will yawn.
As it is now this time. Just rushing back into the fray.
Yep.
back towards Candy as you see it just kind of just almost as if like like shifting around in the dirt, almost like kicking it up as it spins around and just scrambles and then just charges straight towards you, Candy.
It
First
has
attack at
advantage.
disadvantage on the
Yeah.
first attack. Oh no, for flat
It's-
because for the first
Yeah.
attack.
Why is that disadvantage?
No, it has a disadvantage because oh no, never mind. I'm thinking wrong.
Last turn, yeah.
Yeah, so it has advantage on both attacks.
This could hurt.
Oh my god. Crit.
Oh.
You take 12 points of piercing damage, reduced down to 6, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's a poison mofo.
You do a little bit of everything.
Saves.
14?
As you take, your poison damage is not half for you, correct?
No.
Okay. You take 12 points of poison damage.
Oh god.
That would have if that
What?
bite hit me the first round, Marcus would have been unconscious in the first round. Oh god.
Second attack.
I'm convinced that this is just Fiddlesticks we're fighting.
Oh my god, another natural 20.
Oh no.
16 points of slashing damage, reduced down to 8.
Are you still up?
Oh. I'm still up.
As
Not by much!
as it just rushes towards you and sinks its teeth down into your leg, and so you feel this poison just coursing up through your leg, and as you feel it go stiff,
My
and
god,
you
you
shake out the poison,
So
but
you-
you can still feel that just how much pressure was put into it as it rakes against your other leg, striking upwards.
that was 20
With how bad she's damaged, the glow around her flickers on and off rapidly.
You had like 1 hit point left?
I
My
know what this means.
god.
She's at
3.
low health.
Oof.
I have 3 hit points left.
Evelyn.
Candy's evolving, guys.
No.
Dun, dun.
Evolving to going dead.
Yes. Let me think. Hmm.
Oh.
So much damage, such little time.
Yeah.
Help your frontliner.
Oh. That's adorable. No, I have to think. 'Cause I'm
Candy,
just like,
you should probably not hit that thing.
Oh yeah.
It'll cut you up.
Telling a barbarian not to hit something, that's like, no.
Yeah, good job.
I mean,
Hey,
she'll
have the
listen.
paladin deal with it, honestly. Don't
Paladin
just
needs
run
to
in front
stop
of me.
dancing with this little one.
Oh yeah, then don't wait for me next time.
God, all my fucking spells, you bitches! I hate not being a sorcerer. Anyways, I suppose I might, I guess.
You're echoing.
Evelyn will
again.
just kind of look over towards. Yeah, Storm. Yeah, she'll just go ahead and look over towards. It's just. Alex, change marks. Attack that big red thing.
No, I'm planning on it, but you get the hell back. That thing moves faster
You
than
too.
a goddamn
But
grease
no,
pig.
just Alex as well. God. And she'll just yell over towards. She'll yell over towards Candy with just like a little bit of conviction. It's just, come on, keep up. Come on, I believe in. And will. I hate it here. How does the
Help
thing
me.
look, Storm? How does the thing look?
It doesn't look bloodied.
Give it to the paladin. I don't know. Do what you want. Alex looks like he wants it.
No, you should frickin' take it.
I am. I
Have all the
am.
healing. Have all of it.
I don't
have.
even. I'm not hurt.
No, not you. Not you. Not you.
Candy.
The frickin' rat. You know what? Fuck all of you. I'm gonna heal the red.
10 points of healing.
10 points of healing for Candy.
Yee.
And you know what? Yeah. She'll just go ahead and look, yell over towards Einar. It's just like, do what you want, but Alex needs to kill that thing. And in that bit, she's going to go ahead and give one more fucking inspiration towards it.
Use
Oh,
your
there
bonus
you go.
action for a healing word.
Right. Thank you. Thanks for catching me. But otherwise,
Vicious
going to
mockery?
use that exact bit. Yeah, I'm going to use Vicious Mockery towards that thing.
Hey, you suck.
Succeeds.
Fuck!
It's okay. Do you need a hug, Judah?
I'm fine.
Okay. I'll get
Seems to
worried.
ignore your words and just focus down at whatever's in front of him.
She kind of deflates a little bit at that, and just like a little bit of a sigh. But you know, I guess. Yeah, I'm a mistake.
Okay. This one's turn. I still think it doesn't have enough movement to even.
It would be able to reach with a dash to get there.
Yeah. But that's all it can do. Just rushing forward. I know.
How beefy does this thing look? Like
It looks pretty
strength-wise?
beefy. Well, strength-wise, in terms of like, considerable
If I
strength.
if I had to guess, it looks pretty strong.
It's got muscle definition, a decent amount.
Okay.
Those claws look pretty heavy hitting.
He looks pretty thick.
Also, don't forget the +6 or plus D6 damage from your big boyness.
Oh, don't worry, I don't.
I know you didn't count it last time, but that's because the thing died.
No, he counted it last time.
Really?
Mhm.
I am
Yeah,
dummy.
it's just in his
Oh.
rolls.
Right. Okay. BRB though.
Well, did this thing dash at me?
Yeah, it
I
did.
think dashed.
Okay. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna invoke Uvar.
Okay.
So his left eye flares up. I'm then going to try to take out. No, I'll move. Can I move here?
On top of Candy? No.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of stuck where I am then. Yeah, I guess I'll just try to take out the little.
You can
I'm
move
back.
faster?
I don't want to. Man, that's fine. I guess I can do that. This thing can get an attack of opportunity though.
Yeah. It would, but
It's a
they're
zombie.
beefy. Yeah, doesn't. It just tries to hit you and just hits your armor and just rebounds back. Ting.
Hits your thick ass calf.
Check one other thing. Alright, I am going to smack down my hammer upon this.
Okay. Ooh.
Zing.
Okay.
And then, because it doesn't call this a bonus action, I'm going to invoke Ild as well.
Alright. So we're invoking both.
Sorry, wrong one. Ild. Yeah, it doesn't say that I can't anyway.
Okay.
So he needs to make a strength check.
That is when you hit. Okay. Alright, so it takes 13, 15, 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
That'll be an additional 8 fire if it fails.
As it needs to make a strength save.
Yeah.
Succeeds.
Alright.
So it takes half.
It doesn't take anything, I don't
It
think.
doesn't take any.
Yeah, because it
It
takes
doesn't look like it
2d6
takes
at the at the start of each turn, so it didn't get shackled, so it doesn't take any damage.
Yeah.
As you bring your warhammer down, smashing into it, just the sickening crack as you feel like you've cracked like multiple of its ribs as you just as you try to invoke the rune that traps in these fiery chains, and it just rips it apart immediately, breaking them.
I like how my crit die was literally a 1.
Don't forget the
you know
d6
what?
damage retaliation too.
Yes.
Oh, I know. I don't forget.
No,
6
we're
points
talking.
of
Jeez.
piercing them.
Wow.
As the spines just jut up into you as you smash it down, like striking into your arm.
You know what? The hell with it. I'll action surge and smack it.
Okay.
This thing is a problem.
Hits.
9
Dealing
damage,
9 points
nice.
of damage.
Jeez,
4
just
points of
novaing the fuck out of this thing.
As this thing, just more spikes flaring out, stabbing into your arm as you surge out and smash into it, trying to take it down. It looks bloody. Very
Okay.
bloody.
And I am bloodied as well. My arm is torn up right now, but I hope
Kenny.
this thing looks worse.
It's bloodied now.
Yep.
She will go for the flank.
Okay.
No, with the flank I shouldn't reckless this, so straight attack with the great axe.
Okay. Hits.
Nice.
12 points of
Slashing.
damage. As you bring your great axe slashing down into it, slashing straight into the back, you see calves that feel the spines off as you take 4 points of piercing damage, reduced down to 2.
You're up with 1, aren't you?
I have 11 HP.
Oh, you got healed. Okay.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Thank you.
Alexander?
Hated here.
Can I get over here now?
It would take... Yeah, you can.
Alright.
I'm gonna invoke Uvar to give him advantage on his.
We're okay.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, take care of the damn thing.
Oof.
And I'm gonna smite.
Hits!
Like the motherfucker.
13.
20
How do you
damage
wanna
total,
do this?
nice.
Oh!
I fucking knew it. And you know what? Guess who's gonna take credit for the entire thing?
You
that,
better.
that guy.
I'm just gonna casually walk up like, guys, let me deal with this. You should have let me deal with it in the first place. And I just like cut it in half, cleaving it.
Okay. As you just kind of strut up towards it, just walking pretty much just confidently as you bring your long sword in, you see it just the shining of radiant energy as you slice straight down the back of the creature. It just slices in half, searing away the flesh as it lets out a screech. As it falls limp.
I loosened it up for you.
I could have got it.
Marcus.
I think you guys are forgetting about the other ones.
I got this! Don't worry! 5, 10, 15. I think it gets me in the range of the first guy. Yep. Unarmed strike. Radiant.
Okay.
Oof. Oh, flurry of blows.
Wait, use the
It's a
The,
natty, unfortunately.
the inspiration though. Still.
No, and that's always missed. Yeah, there we go. Reverse to there.
What the fuck?
Duality.
I mean, he's been rolling some few nat ones this session, but this time it was the radiant.
Back.
So 9 radiant. Is he still standing after what Marcus did to him?
The bottom one.
Alex.
Yeah, that one's gone.
Okay, sweet. Then I'll attack the other top one with my last flurry of blow strike.
Okay.
I know that hits.
Hits.
Another 7.
Okay. As the radiant damage just streaks into it, just searing away his flesh.
But you watch Marcus go, whoa, poo-doo, like fucking completely miss the other one, come up with the second one, right through his chest. Then I guess he has like a backwards underhand strike to hit one above him, then he just dances back to Evelyn's like, see, I got him!
He kind of goes in and gives him a almost lopsided smile at that. Just like, huh. She just looks over at the thing and she's just like, hey, just drop dead already. Vicious mockeries.
Fails as it just seems to look over towards you, give like this confused tilt of its head, and then start clutching at its head as its head just explodes and it just falls to the floor.
After it falls down, she drops her hand back to her side. She's like, "Thank you."
And that is combat.
Alexander looks disappointed and just like gently like brushes off any guts that he has on him.
Candy repeatedly sinks her axe into the large one's body.
Storm, you just
Perhaps the next one of these
push
red
to
ones
talk.
you'd
I'm
like to fight
sorry, my
alone.
It'd be a pleasure. Thank you for the challenge.
Yeah, I mean, I
What?
think if I see one of them again, I'm gonna stay back.
What was that thing? In fact, actually, Evelyn will approach it. Can she, like, inspect its body?
I took no
There is an
damage.
axe repeatedly swung into it.
Wonderful! It's a open cadaver now.
Just
Yeah, you
blood
can- you
spurting
can
everywhere.
inspect its body.
Not wanting to chop her fingers, Candy will stop.
But yeah, can I check its body? You're muted, by the way.
Yeah, you can check it.
What? Check
Investigation,
Uh,
I'm assuming, or
medicine, I think.
medicine.
Or
oh,
yeah.
or Arcana, or
What are you checking its body for? Exactly?
Just like it's clearly like it's a zombie, but like it's weird. Just trying to identify the weirdness, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah, medicine.
Right. That's great.
As you examine the body in its kind of chopped up state, you can't really determine what exactly is the cadaver that is currently left.
Candy, could you kill the weeds?
Turns her manic, wide-eyed grin to you, kind of blinks it.
She looks over towards you, generally speaking unfazed, and just points at the ground, at the twisting vine that's currently crawling up her leg.
The glow on her body like flickers on and off and then disappears, and with it the manic look to her face fades, and she kind of just like, oh, right, sorry, and seeps into the ground and disappears.
I'll say while that's going on, Marcus will kind of dig through the zombie bodies to see if there's anything interesting.
Roll me a loot check.
Perception or investigation, right? Or
Did my divine sense pick up anything?
and because I can, I will throw on my bardic inspiration because I never used it.
Okay.
25.
I will investigate the area.
Fuck all of you for using the fucking inspiration on the fucking Fuck.
Andy,
Fuck.
use my
I hate
inspiration.
everything.
Also looking down at the chopped up body that was made of it after it was dead, she just kind of winces a bit.
Let's see. Divine Sense does not pick up anything else.
Okay.
Good.
As you look upon the body, as you kind of rummage through, you actually find just like on like one of its claws, you find a ring, and it seems to be just. It has this faint arcane energy to it.
Huh. Hey, Miss Evelyn, you want to take a look at this? It seems some sort of magical ring.
A magical ring? I'm sure. I'll have a look at it.
Toss it to you.
Einar, as you're investigating the area, you hear the sound of a beast-like sound. And as you listen a little bit more closely, it sounds like a deer in pain. It's just kind of whining up in
Go
the distance.
find the deer.
It's up towards this direction.
I'm gonna head up to the deer.
Where are you going?
I will have shrunk back to my normal size by now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a little last minute.
The deer, I assume, is quite injured.
You see as just looking upon it, it's currently just like on its side at the moment, and one of its legs has just been like raked into by claw marks.
I'll look at the deer a moment. I'll pat it on the neck, just to kind of give it a little bit of comfort, some creature comfort. Well,
Where's Annie and Margot?
suppose it's the end of the line for you. And I will.
You have a paladin that could heal it.
But doesn't give a shit about animals.
Yeah.
Would I have been able to like look over there or something? Because like just seeing him wander off, I'd be like, okay, I need to go make sure he doesn't die.
Let's be real, you're too busy flexing over your new kill.
Make me
Candy asked where he was going, but he didn't respond.
Yeah, did Einar respond to Candy's question?
No, I think he was kind of in hunter mode at that point.
I think we all would have like gone over there if we just see one of our party members just leaving without even answering us.
Let him kill the deer.
No, he's literally just walking over by himself. We're going to, of course, check on him. Even Alexander would in his flexingness. He can continue to flex as he walks.
It's up.
Mode.
Candy's choice. Alexander, I feel you would need to make a perception.
Can I go after him, I suppose?
If you'd like.
Nope,
Yeah,
too
seeing
busy.
as how he just left without saying anything, Candy will follow.
Okay.
I guess Marcus would probably notice with his passive 20, but...
Einar?
What's
Yes.
going on?
This deer's leg is no good. It will die here. I am simply going to put it out of its misery now.
Wait, what? It's just a leg wound.
Its leg is split in two. Animals like these, they do not deal well with broken legs.
He's not wrong.
I mean, we have people that can heal.
Those people who can heal have much more important targets to heal. And kind of gestures slightly towards the lot of you all that are all bumped and bruised.
Bumped
Would
and bruised, nothing.
Alexander
We're ripped to
notice that-
shreds. You noticed the whole party leave.
Oh yeah, I'm just...
Wait, what do you mean more important? It's still alive.
It is indeed a life, but, well, if, for example, I did not heal you before, you would not even be here to witness this event happen.
She has
I
a.
have a, I have a duty towards the rest of my teammates.
Well,
Uh, what
Marcus,
about Alexander?
Yes, yes.
Well,
I heard my beautiful name being called.
Alexander, you have abilities to heal, right?
Of course.
I mean, someone as amazing and as incredible as you, healing something like this would be nothing, wouldn't
Yes, but nothing.
it? Could I actually see? I've always wanted to see your ability.
Of course, it'd be a pleasure.
but that's so dangerous, though, because at the end of the day, after I run out of all the healing, who else is going to help me?
It'll be fine.
Are you sure?
Of course, I'm sure.
I
While
mean,
he's doing that, Kenny's gonna crouch near the head.
You did say you were going to protect me after all. What if something
Before
bad
you do
happens to me?
this,
What if something bad happens to them?
No, they'll be fine. If they want to run there and get themselves killed,
Mm,
I'll be right there, right behind them. That's why I keep telling them to not rush in without me, but they don't listen to me.
Kenny's gonna gently pet the side of the deer's face and just kind of.
it would be better if we just put it out of its misery.
where
How-
is it?
How much healing do I think it even needs?
Um, not much.
I mean, like, how much lay on hands do I have to pump into it for it to, like, fix up the leg?
Roll me a medicine check. You figured not that much. Beasts aren't really
that hardy.
aren't that hardy. Yeah, not
I want to
that.
just keep putting in one until it mends its leg.
Okay,
So let's try one.
all right. You see the as the leg slowly starts to like right itself, and the wound starts to close, but it's not quite there yet.
Two.
You see the wound kind of close up almost fully, and it seems that it's good enough for it to perhaps walk around. Should be fine, but it's not fully healed.
I just bandaged up a little bit, where it's like it's not going to impede much, but it's like just past something so the wound doesn't get infected or whatever.
Sure. Do you have bandages?
I can rip off a piece of a cloth, I suppose.
Okay.
I have an
Roll,
extra set of clothing.
roll me a medicine check. You bandage it up as well as you think you will. You should. It's a deer, and it's most of it's been healed over through magical healing, so it should be fine.
There you go. See? The pain's all gone.
Kind of stands up a little bit and just wobbles a little.
I'll give it the last point. Why not? I don't care.
Okay. As the healing kind of surges towards it into its leg, and it seems stable.
Marcus will just pat the deer on the head and goes, "Now you go be the best deer you can be, okay, buddy?"
Gives you all like slowly walks off, gives you all a look one for a moment before begins just running off.
Bye bye, Mr. Deer.
It could have been the best venison stew. It could have been.
I mean, there's
After all
others.
this,
Einar said, standing up. I'm not going to eat the others that the ghouls were eating. Meat's bad.
after all the suffering it went through, I don't think its death should be in a stew.
It wouldn't have been a waste.
Well, technically it's alive, so it's not really a waste anymore.
Maybe next
I
time you
didn't
listen
say
to
that
me.
it was going to be a waste.
Also, Alexander, that was incredible. I knew you could do it. You were so amazing.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I know. But it's nice to hear other people say it.
Everyone wants to incite Candy. Are those words she speaks truly of good intent?
Go ahead.
Alex doesn't care. He's getting good compliments. Why waste them?
Oh yeah. Just, that ain't terrible. It's bad.
I'm probably never going to insight ever. When I think about it.
Uh, Marcus, on the other hand,
I'll
will
do
kind
it
of
too.
walk up behind Candy and tap her on the shoulder. Like, that was really nice of you there, Candy. Caring so much for that critter.
Oh no, it was just suffering. I'd feel really bad to just kill it for no reason.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, a little kindness goes a long way. In fact, I don't mind if I say, would be nice if I get like a portrait of you in that moment. I kind of captured it in my mind.
Ooh, I'm curious to see how that looks. Sure.
Marcus,
Okay.
of course you want me to join her, wouldn't you?
Also,
Of course.
Evelyn, you
Oh.
you would not understand. So you would not insight anything.
Interesting.
And
Well,
he was totally
he-
gonna kill that deer and cook a meal with it.
She'll smile and just look over at everybody. It's just like, well, what is done is done. We should continue going on the road, though. After all this more death, I kind of feel as though this area's become a bit of a beacon for more.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should take a moment to sit down and rest.
Or at least scout out an area that's likely to good. Maybe set up camp somewhere, spend an hour, just get ourselves together.
I wouldn't mind.
Wasting a spell slot of mine. But if you really wish to. I suppose I'll make sure you all are safe.
We'll be okay. I'll keep a good lookout.
This nice little ledge is all right. I could play a quiet song, perhaps aid all of you in your recovery.
Well, that'd be quite nice of you, Evelyn. By the way, you're gonna have to tell me what that ring does.
Sorry. You. She kind of like sputters for a minute. It was just like you called her over there, and then we immediately went over there. So I don't think she's grabbing it, but she kind of holds it up, and it's just yeah, sure. I can do that real quick before I begin.
Sounds great.
Ritual cast identify before doing a song of rest for all these hoes.
Okay.
Ooh.
It is a ring of warmth.
Ring of what?
More ring of warmth. I think that means you have resistance to cold damage.
Plus various other things.
A hoe never gets cold.
I will paste.
I love that. I don't know why, but I've heard that so much before, and it's amazing.
It's cold outside, but I still look like a body because a hoe never gets cold.
So
I think
Alexander should get it then.
I put it in general.
You're not a
Okay.
hoe. Shut up.
Marcus will look at the ring and say, well, that's damn nice. I mean, hey, it won't get cold. Emma, mind if I take this?
You already have your light fist. I'm sure you won't get cold anyways.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I've never actually been in much of the cold, but I don't generally wear a lot of extra layers, but I suppose we could see who else would like it if someone else thinks it's better for them.
Well, we are going up a mountain. Are any of you particularly fickle when it comes to temperature? AKA, which one of y'all are good at Constitution saving throws, and which one of y'all are not?
I've only got a +2 to my con.
I have
As
a
do I.
+2.
I come from the harsh north. Cold doesn't bother me much.
I'm used to exposure.
So it comes down to me and Marcus, and I'm the fucking support.
I'm the frontliner that's always getting hit.
Yeah, maybe you should wait for me to frontline, like a good boy.
Exactly.
I'm the paladin for a reason with a 19 AC, but you refuse to let me go up in front.
Without doing it right now, when looking up towards the mountain, does it seem like the weather? Like she'll actually look up at the sky and just feeling kind of the air around her. Does she think that the weather might change as I was like as they
Ascend.
ascend?
Um, not really.
Do we know if maybe like I mean this is like general knowledge, but like you said it's a mountain, right?
It's a mount. It's mines built into the mountain.
Mine's built into a mountain. Okay.
You might not necessarily be ascending, but you might not necessarily. Well, they usually descend.
Either way, I'm sure it gets cold in there.
Alexander would wrap a wing around Evelyn. Would that make you feel a bit warmer?
I suppose so. Thanks. Um. All right. Well, if you are particularly fickle towards it, I won't stop you. Just I'm not exactly too keen on cold myself, but here, go ahead and take.
Yeah, thanks, Sir Evelyn. He'll slip it on.
Ring of warmth.
Adding it to my sheet.
Fits you.
Yeah, thanks. I think it'll look great when I punch someone in the head with it.
It's also kind of weird because it's the only thing on your hand that doesn't actually shine.
Huh, now that you mention it, that is kind of odd.
You won't harm the ring, will you?
Well, you see, there's the one thing people kind of mix up with these glowing fists. They actually, and I'm going to just put up against to your face, they aren't actually all that warm. They're more like, bright.
As you take away your hand, you realize that she was closing her eyes, and then she opens them.
Yeah, you have like one ring wrapped around you, and the other one, and like Marcus is just like holding your cheek.
Well, by all means, right. I already found out the ring, so let me go ahead and start on the song.
Sounds
She'll
good, and
whip out her flute and begin to play a little theme.
we shall
Start
take a
rolling them hit dice.
short rest. We got a D6 on it, was it?
Yup, 1 second. That's a 2.
That's
A 2.
Spit it at the
total.
19.
Fuck, I know.
And I'm back to 24 hit points.
I don't even need to
Remember-
roll.
Yeah, Candy, please roll another one. Thank you. And remember to add that +2.
No, it does it. Oh, yeah, the +2. Yeah, this. It's 21 extra hit points to Candy.
Do I want
What was that, Nikki?
What?
Oh,
contemplating if I want to use my last?
Hit die? How much hit points are you off by the top? What was that?
4.
I wouldn't bother. We might need another short rest before this is all over.
Mm-hmm. Plus, I still have almost all of my lay on hands left.
I get the key back. Woo!
I don't get anything back. I just get to chill out.
Well, aren't you special?
Oh, you better believe I am.
Ah.
Okay.
Next
Maybe
time,
I'll-
go to the front, not the side.
Next time, don't all rush up in front of me like idiots.
Nobody rushed up in front of you, though. Except Marcus.
Yup. Point still stands.
I told you guys before, I'm playing him reckless because he's a reckless man.
Oh no, we're not blaming you. We're just judging. No,
Alexander's blaming you.
you're right.
Alexander blames everyone but himself, and apparently Evelyn.
To be fair, if I didn't
Nice.
rush out ahead, that fucker could have caught me with his speed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna turn Song of Rest into a spell so I can just click on it.
Mm-hmm.
That'd make it easy.
But
Yeah.
I'm
Marcus,
gonna sit off to the side and talk.
Talk to who?
Still.
Oh, nice.
So she's talking to herself in the corner.
Mhm.
As it should be.
For shits and giggles, since it's just a light activity for this, Marcus will just take out a pencil from his painter supply and just do a quick sketch of what he saw with Candy and the deer so he doesn't forget.
Well, you forgot to add me in there.
Yeah, of course, Alexander. I got you in there.
I take a peek.
What's the conversation with Syl? If you wanna help me about. If you have
Yeah,
the
I could do that. I could do that. She, so I guess if anyone's hearing, the part of the conversation that they hear is just her saying, yes, I'm sure I'm fine. You're worrying too much. I didn't go down. It was okay. Mm-hmm. No, I'm fine. They healed me up. See? Basically like that.
Okay.
After Marcus does his little quick bit. Candy, you said you wanted to say, check out the sketch of this.
Sitting like cross-legged and like her hands cupped out in front of her, but she like looks away to look over. Oh, did you finish?
No, the sketch, I'll have to paint it in and get the better stuff done later, but...
Hands up to rest on top of her head and then stands up to walk over and see.
So it's just the basic picture of where Candy was just kind of patting the creature's head lightly, where you see Alexander in the back touching the deer with the glowing hands, healing it.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good sketch.
I like it.
My trend line is a bit more defined than that.
Yeah, Alexander. I mean, it is a rough sketch, but I am going to work on it a bit more. Capture that essence of yours.
Mm-hmm. And my hair is a bit brighter than that, you know, there's just a bit more poofiness.
I think that's kind of asking a lot. I mean, such perfection can't be put onto a canvas.
Oh yes, of course. Mm-hmm. But you can at least try to.
Marcus is very talented.
Give me some time. I'll get it perfect. Give me some time. Like I said, my master, he could have captured you like that. He just snaps
I
his
would
finger.
like to meet your master.
I tell you, the art he made just like the scenery come to life. Like I said, he didn't just capture the person's like, physical aspect, but their very soul seemed to be in that painting.
It must have been his best work then.
I got a bit of a question. This may seem a little strange, but you speak really fondly of your master. Typically when I hear people talk about a master, they're usually kind of cruel.
What? Oh, my master wasn't cruel. A little bit hard in the training sometimes, but he was amazing, man. Amazing, man. Heck, you know how much I had to beg and persist for him to be my master? It was insane.
People look for Wilson. You wanted him to?
Well, of course I wanted him to be my master. I mean, that's how I learned. He looks over at Candy, thinks about, oh, wait. Oh, no, you think the other sort. No, not that kind of master. Nikki, you're breaking up really bad.
Yeah.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
You're kind of going in and out. You might want to try reconnecting.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, much better.
Oh yeah, it's better.
Okay. Looking curiously at that.
Wait a minute. Do you think I was talking like I was a slave?
Well, I mean, what other kind of master is there?
Well, Well, when
It's
I'm
like
Oh.
it's like another term for mentor. A teacher.
Why not call him teacher then?
well, I mean, I did call him sensei as well, but I figure that term nobody here would actually understand. But sensei is just another word for master. Think of it like master, less as in like master and slave, and more like he's the master of the craft that I am learning from.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense why you like him then.
Yeah, he was like one of the greatest people I ever met. As I said, could be a little harsh, but I mean, made me the man I am today.
Harsh?
Well, I mean, like he trained me pretty hard. I mean, I told you about. Oh, yes, you weren't there when I was mentioning my rock training, did I?
Oh.
He threw rocks at you?
Oh yeah, dislocated my shoulders a couple of times. It was making me catch them so I could work on my eye-hand coordination.
How'd you
Before
not get crushed?
Oh, I mean,
Before
it was,
you continue, Mark. Oh, sorry.
no,
Go
sorry.
ahead.
Before you continue, Marcus, can you tell me that I am the other best person you've ever met? You said there's multiple. I'm assuming I'm one of the other ones.
Yeah, you're all some of the best people I ever met.
Great.
You're the only people I've ever met. It's great.
Really, Miss Candy? Wait a minute. I thought you said you lived with your tribe.
I used to.
Oh. I mean, don't mean to pry, but I mean, why don't you anymore?
Oh, I did a bad thing, and now I'm not really part of the tribe.
Oh, well, sorry to hear that. Though I can't really imagine anything bad you could do.
Well, you see her like kind of press her hands against her cheeks, kind of make like fish puckerless for a second, and she thinks, and then kind of lets her face. Basically, we sort of had this thing in the tribe. It's sort of like a tradition of sorts, and I kind of ruined it, and yeah.
Oh, I see. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, you know, look at the bright side, Miss Candy. If that didn't happen, you wouldn't have met all of us.
Yeah, and bright side is I'm alive.
That too is a very bright side.
And you would be missing me, of course, which is a bit of the highlight of this group.
Oh, absolutely.
Alexander just has like the widest smile on his face.
After a few minutes pass, Marcus starts rotating his shoulder. Well, I think we're all going here pretty good. Oh,
No, I was just gonna say, like, with that conversation ending, like, Candy kind of glances up, like, looking at someone, kind of makes a bit of a face at whatever she heard, and then kind of, like, looks back towards you guys with a grin again.
But in case, Einar, Evelyn, you all ready to get going again, or?
I am good.
What with while she's like still going ahead and kind of playing, she just kind of looks over towards you and kind of nods. But yeah.
Yeah, we get up. Gotta say though, Miss Ellen, that healing music you do, that does wonders for the soul. I mean, that's great. Just how it kind of like helps with that.
She does. She ends the song off with like a little bit of a flourish, and she goes ahead and kind of spins it between her fingers and puts it back in her case, and she just looks over towards you. Well, I'm glad that you like it. It's a difficult craft, sure, but one that I definitely enjoy.
Well, I suppose we better get moving again. I suppose you're up in front with me again, aren't you there, Alexander?
Of course.
Well, let's
Just
head her.
don't rush on ahead, please. Let me go first.
I will keep that in my more mental mind.
Mm-hmm. For your life's sake, I would suggest it.
I think I got a little overconfident with my last little, with that ogre. I figured I could handle most things. I guess I wasn't quite true. That thing really wrecked me bad.
We can think of it like follow the leader.
And I am, of course, the leader.
Marcus,
Of course.
the ogre hurt you pretty bad too.
True, but I think I just don't know why the ogre got so close to me. I figured I could have outdistanced it, but I don't know why it just came right at me. It's just as he starts going up to look over.
This is quite weird.
Well, you should have had me there, but, I need my beauty rest. Such a pity.
Yeah, guess so. And we head off Storm to further explore.
As you make your way up north along the road, about another hour in, with your passive perception, you notice a rustling in the one of the trees, just kind of like um, just a little bit off in the distance. And as you make it out, it seems to be a figure, just kind of like sitting up in the tree.
Hello?
Hello there. Hello.
Well, howdy there, mister. What are you doing up in there in that tree?
I'm scouting ahead for the town. Um, you see the man kind of leap down, and he's got like this blue, um, short curly hair, and he's wearing like this leather gambeson. He's got this wooden bow, uh, currently strapped to his back with um, uh, various other arrows and assortments of gear. Um, yeah, I'm just scouting.
Didn't.
Who are you all?
Oh, we were hounded by the Countess. We were supposed to go looking up to see if to find the source of them undead critters that have been running around taking care of your town. We just took
Oh,
care of a lot of them back there, actually.
right. Oh, okay. My name's Nathan Rundvig. Nice to meet you.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Nathan. I'm Marcus.
This is up.
Evelyn.
I'm Candy.
I know.
And the big fella over there with the big glowy wings, that's Alexander.
Oh, you guys are an interesting bunch. We've never seen anyone with glowing wings or glowing hands before.
Marcus looks down and says, "Ah, god damn it!" And he puts his gloves back on.
You are also super interesting.
Me?
Yeah, you climbed the tree really well.
I mean, I guess. Suppose I'm not really interested myself. I'm just a scout from the town.
Oh, nonsense. There's something interesting about everyone.
Everyone's got their story, but
Hmm.
um, I suppose that's not too important for the meantime. You
Yes, what
said
can
you
you
were
tell us
scouting ahead,
about the path ahead?
right?
Yeah, I just wanted to scout ahead, and if I could find any keepsakes along the dead bodies and try and pick them up and bring them back to town.
Well, we left plenty behind us if you want to check those out, but do you have any insight as to what we should expect up ahead?
Um, I've taken a look at it. It's the old mining camp is kind of built slightly into the mountain. There's an opening just before the mines, and it's walled off. It's kind of like a lookout, battlements to either side. There seems to be some undead over there, just kind of standing guard.
Huh. Sounds like the prime
More
location where
fleshy
these
ones?
What was that, sorry?
the fleshy undead.
More fleshy ones? Or
Uh,
are they bones?
Yeah, no, that's a lot of it's just fleshy undead. I've not really seen any skeletal ones.
Have you
Must have
been out
pretty
here all by
quick.
yourself?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good question.
Yeah, I've been out here by myself. I usually
You must
scout
be a really
things
good
and-
fighter.
Me? I'm alright with the bow.
I mean, you're all out here by yourself. All of us were fighting some of those creatures, and we got hurt pretty badly.
I'm try to avoid them if I can.
You must be pretty quick in order to get that close to the to that base. Then, though, that's impressive.
Yeah, I'm pretty quick, I suppose.
Huh. But you said they're
Well,
just up ahead, right?
About half an hour to an hour. Yeah.
Well, guys, I think we found possibly the source of all this. Maybe we gotta go clear them out and then, make sure who's ever doing this doesn't do it no more.
that would be good. Who sent you out here? Do you have an employer, or is this of your own free will?
Um, guard barracks.
You're a soldier.
Not specifically a soldier, I'm more of a scout for the town.
Scout for the town. Well, um, I suppose we've already introduced ourselves, but seriously though, it is nice to meet you, and thank you for the information.
That's no problem.
What else? What do you do after, in this particular case, this situation is taken care of?
What do you mean by that?
Well, me and my party are going further up the mountain and into the mines in order to potentially even solve this entire issue.
Um, alright. Uh, are you asking me to tag along, or is...
Do you want to?
Not necessarily, no. I think
Oh
I...
Aw.
no, we wouldn't want to risk your life or anything. I was simply just wondering, because otherwise, watching something that has already been purged probably isn't the most fun. Um, do you have the ability to head back? Surely there
Um,
must be somebody who's waiting for you.
I'm quite capable of heading back, yes.
Well, she kind of thinks about it for a moment. Hmm. Because I suppose the only difficulty is that we are. Have you ever managed to get inside of their base?
Inside the mines?
The mines, yes.
No, not really, no.
All right. Well,
Evelyn, I have an idea.
is this being whispered or?
Well, no. Just like, oh, I have an idea. Like to tell him.
Mhm.
Sir, how
Uh,
about when you head home? Well, which is I hope is recent. Is going to be recent. Spit our name, I suppose, to the people. Tell us to prepare for heroes, as you'll be vanquishing the necromancer. And I toss just 5 gold, just boredly.
he
He
kind
does
of
that a lot.
glances down at the gold for a moment and looks back up at you. Yeah, I suppose. I don't really need your gold.
That's free change. Nothing to me.
Um, alright, I guess. He kind of leans down. He kind of squats down and just picks up the gold, stands back up, pockets it. Doesn't really seem impressed. Alright. I mean, is there anything else that you wish to know? Or...
Evelyn will kind of lean a little bit towards the others and just actually, yeah, no, she'll just occasionally be running a hand through her hair, kind of moving her mouth down, but she's just going to use a whisper spell towards Einar, actually, a message, and she just asks, "Do you think we might be able to benefit from having someone like him along with us?"
Well, I mean,
Einar,
oh,
Einar specifically, message spell.
Einar thinks for a minute. Well, if there are battlements, it would be handy to have somebody with a bow up in them. We don't really know what's behind the battlements, so I think yes.
She nods before kind of looking over. Nathan, actually,
Yeah?
if it would be quite alright, we are a little bit new to this entire thing. We don't really know the lay of the land, and I suppose you live here, no?
Right?
I know, I understand if this is a bit too much to ask, but I do think that we could really use your help with this upcoming thing, and of course, if you have, someone waiting for you at home or something, someone, I understand, but I do think that we really could use the extra.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
Okay.
I'm good at those.
I'm good at these.
He seems to pause for a moment, and he thinks. Alright. I suppose I could tag along for a bit. I'm not entirely, well, I just hope that I can perhaps match up to you lot. Not entirely, set out here for hunting undead or that sort.
I'm sure you're amazing, Nathy.
Don't worry, buddy. I'm sure you can be the best bowman you can be. Why don't you just stick back in the back with Evelyn and fire them shots out while the rest of us kind of take up the front row.
Alright.
She flashes him a bit of a charming smile. It's just, you'll be plenty of help. Thank you so much.
Alrighty. Guess I'll be tagging along then for the meantime. Glad to make your acquaintance, I suppose.
Kind of having trouble hearing you.
Glad I can make your acquaintance, I suppose.
I'm sure we are all going to be besties friends.
Wonderful.
Of course.
Alright. Well, I guess we should get along then. Make our way over there.
Sounds good to me.
Alright.
Marcus will head up front once again, taking the scout position.
Nathan kind of slinks along at the back. Just kind of standing like much at the back line as you'll continue on forward. As you journey forward, you handle a few stray undead, a few more simple zombies that you just kind of pick off on the way. Yeah, that's fine. Bye. As you continue on forward, making your way, you eventually find yourself in the distance. You see the mountains pretty much loom upon you, and you can see these wooden fence gates, these large log wood barricade with this kind of open, cut open gateway. To each side are kind of wooden battlements built into the stone. Upon them, you can see figures in the distance, just kind of standing upon them. And as you reach upon the pretty much close to the mining area, we're going to go ahead and leave it there.
Oh, sounds good.
Ooh.